With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Sheds off the tackle. And he returns this to the 22. Throwing right away is Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmett. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
They'll run. Here's the rookie out of Clemson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Now, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hardman to return. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. Adetomiwa Adebawore there for the defense. Now it's Jackson. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Dorrance Armstrong. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Play action. Now Jackson. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Ravens at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 10. Running left, it's Henry. Powers through him. Fights through, and now a crease. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what he got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Adetomiwa Adebawore, the one who got in there for the sack. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They run. It's Hill. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justice Hill. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
To throw is Daniels. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at the 40.
180! 180! Yo, go. Touch!
Jackson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot!
A handoff, running left, Henry. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
No, we changed it.
Jackson now. Steps away. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Sack!
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Shipley. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Now Daniels. That's complete to Shipley. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage that time for Washington. 48 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Throwing now is Daniels. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Oh, this is blocked. And now the Ravens get it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Jordan Stout now. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. Check go.
Daniels looking to throw. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now Prater to add the PAT. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Hey, hey. Shut up!
Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down. And now it's 2nd and long.
180.
To throw is Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Throw caught by Flowers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
180.
Here's Jackson. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Jackson. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Tucker's kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Come on, set! Ready?
Here's Daniels. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the 2nd half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ready, shot! Shot!
From the gun, Jackson. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The tight end in motion right. Once again, it's Shipley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Warrior 70. Set. Hut, hut.
To the air goes Daniels. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Let's go. Ready.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Set. Go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Set, go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Ready, ready. Ready, ready.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Ready. Ready.
Off the play fake. Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Ben Simmons with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders have evened the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this third quarter. Prater on to add the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the third. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Back now in Baltimore. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Again, it's Henry. Able to power through. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 32. 99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
13.
Henry out of the pistol. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. Tucker's kick is good. And that last field goal, number 400 for him in his NFL career. I don't know whether this will wind up a Hall of Fame career, but he's certainly been at the top of his profession for quite a while.
And that is without question, my man. One of the best kickers we've seen in the past decade or so. Big congratulations to him. Pretty nice round number.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here we go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That'll be caught by Shipley. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2.
Let's go now.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Get up.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. There's a short one pulled in by Simmett. And he's going to have a Commander's first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Come on. Set. Hut, hut.
Straight ahead, Shipley. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Set up. Ready.
They'll look to throw. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going after passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Go.
He's back to throw. Open man is Noah Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
Go. Check go.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Set. Ready.
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Let's go. Set up. Ready.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. It has been a afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Set.
Daniel's going to throw for it. It's complete to Brown, right side. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. Second and inches. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have it in the NFL. The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Hey, Ozzie. Hey, middle.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that